Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live each and every Thursday, only here on YouTube. Want to welcome you to the April 11th, 2024 Vinyl Treasures show, as we will complete the 1957 Relic survey countdown as voted by collectors back in 1999. We're going to play 34 records today. One is on a 78. I went tore the house up looking for the 78. Was in my closet, but I have 78s all over the place. But actually I had some cool records there, so it's really getting me into an excitement mode with the 78s. I was showing you some of the Flexi 78s that are really cool. They actually play great, and they look great, and they sound great, as I said that already. But anyway, so we opened up today with an instrumental. Actually, interesting about this is a flip side instrumental. Actually, it's a flip side of a vocal. That was the B-side to entry number 45, which was we played last Thursday by the Cufflinks. If you remember the song, it was called It's Too Late Now. And that was on Dootsy Williams' Dutone record label. Now, the lead singer on It's Too Late Now is Robert Truesdale, and they didn't record the flip side of the record. It was a vocal, supposed to be a vocal, but they went into the studio, and one of the members of the group, they didn't show up. They were sick or whatever. So Dootsy Williams says, you know what, we're not going to record this song. We'll do something else. And he asked Robert Truesdale, who knew how to play the saxophone. He said, well, look, we'll do an instrumental. I want to push that record anyway, the other side. We'll do an instrumental, a throwaway record on the saxophone. And he said, will you do it? And he agreed to do it. And they came up with, I don't know what that's, well, supposedly the song is written by Kirk Kirkland, but that is a totally made up name. Really, the saxophone player on there was Robert Truesdale. He played the sax on that, and it was called The Saxophone Rag, and it was a totally made up name. They made up Kirk Kirkland and his band, maybe after Leroy Kirkland or whatnot, but there you go. That was the instrumental flip side from August 57 on Duto Records. Kirk Kirkland and his band with the saxophone rag, but really it's Robert Truesdale on the saxophone there. But anyway, I think we started this, Joe Shacatano, when did we start this? Way back at the end of last year sometime, playing all these records. And I think I missed a Thursday because I went record hunting, I think, and then I had to end early one time. But really, I picked this year, the 1957 year, only because I had the majority of the records on original. There was, two I didn't have, or 2 or 3 songs that I didn't have, and I want to thank those that provided me with those songs to play here on the program. They weren't originals, but still, at least you were able to hear them. I only try to play originals on the show, but with a historic countdown like this, at least we would be able to hear the music. So anyway, there's some really great records in this top 34 that we're going to play. We left off, what did we leave off with last week? It was the, oh gee whiz. It was the Continentals, right? It was Picture of Love, I think. No, was it? I lose my mind. Number totally not prepared for today. I forget what was it here? Where is my cheat sheet? My cheat sheet. So we left off, Dearest Doris, Happy Birthday Baby, Walking the Streets, My Juanita, Tell Me Why. No, it was Norman, it was Norman Fox and the Rob Roys with Tell Me Why. That's where we left off. That was number 35. There you go. So let's start it off here with number 34. Number 34 as we go to Brooklyn, New York. And I was just looking at the overall list to see how many records that each of the groups played. The majority of the songs in the top 30, or majority of the groups in the top 34 all had previous records to that were on the survey. Of course, some of them only had one or two. One because it was toward the end of their career, maybe in 1957. But others, they peaked their career in 1957. Like I think the Dell Vikings, they had the most records on the survey. But this group from Brooklyn, we heard from them. We heard from them at we only heard one other record that they did at number 205, a song called Hey Little Schoolgirl, but they will return. And coming in at number 34, this was their follow-up to a song called Florence, and it features Julius McMichael on lead. This is from July of 57 on Paul Winley's Winley label, number 34, by the Paragons. It's called Let's Start All Over Again, number 34. As number 34 on the survey there, the Paragons coming in with 381 points and 30 on 36 ballots and 2 number 1 votes for that tune there. That's their follow-up to Florence's song entitled Let's Start All Over Again. Let's go to entry number 33 now with 384 points. It's received 37 mentions. There were 3 that voted this their number 2 song, and 1 that voted it their number 1 song. Billy Ward and the Dominoes return. Of course, first recording for Sid Nathan's Federal record label and also for King Records, but then they signed with Liberty Records for 6 releases. This was their first. This was a hit for them on the Billboard charts. Number 12 on the Billboard chart, number 5 on the R&B chart. It was a big number 2 record on WJR in Detroit, Michigan, and it features the great Gene Mumford on lead. April 1957 coming in at number number 33. Billy Ward and the Dominoes and their rendition of the tune Stardust.
And now the purple dusk of twilight time steals across the meadows of my heart. High up in the sky, the little stars climb, always reminding me that we're all part. You wander down the lane and far away, leaving me a song that will not die. Love is now the stardust of yesterday, the music of the years gone by. Gone by. Sometimes I wonder why I spend the lonely night dreaming of a song. The melody haunts my reverie, and I am once again with you. When our love was new, and each kiss an inspiration. But that was long ago. Now my consolation is in the stardust of a song beside a garden wall. When the stars were bright, you were in my arms. The nightingale tells his fairy tale of paradise where though I dream in vain, in my heart it will remain my stardust melody, a memory of love's refrain.
What a great tune by Billy Ward and the Dominoes, coming in at number 33 on the survey from April 1957. You know, that was the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was the sixth song that they placed on the survey. Of course, they had that was their second release on the Liberty label to make it. They had 3 on Decca. To Each His Own was number 431. Number 389 was When the Saints Go Marching In. Number 258 was I Don't Stand a Ghost of a Chance. Number and then we missed September song. Why did that didn't sort right? It's number 520. But Deep Purple was number 212, and this was number 33. Their rendition of Stardust, the great Gene Mumford on lead, and I think that's a great record. Very cool sound to make it to number 33. Let's go to number 32 on the survey as this group returns. This is their third release, or third song to make the survey. We heard them at number 347 with Baby, and then we heard the flip side of that at number 242 with a song called So Why. And here is their second release on the Holiday record label to make the survey. as this song brings back fond memories of that Rumble album. If you own that Rumble LP on the Jubilee record label, The Battle of the Groups. But this is a great memory record for your host, Johnny G. They're second of three on Danny Robinson's Holiday Records. It features Ernest Harrison on lead, and from November of, well, this says 56, so this should have been in the 1956 survey, but this received 390 points on 44 ballots and 2 number ones. It should have been in 56. We'll include it in 1957 because it's a great record. November 57, the Bop Chords on the Holiday label. It's called When I Woke Up This Morning.
When I woke up this morning, you were not there. As I searched for you, darling, I said a prayer. When I woke up this morning, you were not by my side. When I woke up this morning, I looked for you. Well, now, darling, don't ever stay with you. When I woke up this morning, you were not by my side. Now, when you told me that you needed me, you said that you cared. Well, now, darling, if you want me, then why treat me so bad? When I woke up this morning, I looked for you. But now, darling, don't ever stay with you. When I woke up this morning, you were not by my When you told me that you needed me, you said that you cared. Well, now, darling, if you want me, then why treat me so bad? When I woke up this morning, I looked for you. Well, now, darling, don't ever stay with you. When I woke up this morning, you were not by my
Number 32 on the survey there. Those are the Bop Chords. The Bop Chords on the Holiday record label. That's their second of three on the Holiday record label. When I woke up this morning, and coming in at number 32 on the survey. Although it's not that easy to do a compilation of or compiling all this information and putting it together, especially back in 1997, as a lot of the internet was not there. A lot of the books were not always accurate. Kreider's information was not always accurate. So it's very easy to have a lot of errors on something like this. And of course, it's a little bit better today. We have more information. There's more information on the internet to do a more accurate job of this. But for the most part, many of the all the listings were pretty close enough for government work. Only a few mistakes, really. But we all make mistakes, and we try to learn from the mistakes. That is what we do. But still, that record is great to listen to. There you go. And I agree with you. mark in the UK, the Rumble album. I think that is the best. That is my favorite album of all time. It's a compilation album, of course, but you get all great sounds, and that's on that album. Let's continue here with the countdown as we go back to Harlem, New York for this group. This is their fourth song to make the survey at number 31. I'm sorry, 30. At 31, yes, coming in with 410 points on 41 ballots and one number one. Now, we heard the flip side of this at, Please Kiss This Letter came in at number 71. We heard two other songs that they did also. I Really Love You So, Honey Babe at number 151. And Thrill of Love at the flip side of that record at number 86. They come in at number 31 here. This is the intended A-side of the 45. It features Milton Love on lead. And at the beginning of this song, you hear footsteps. Those footsteps supposedly are those of the label owner, High Weiss, and the beginning of the High Weiss and his brother Sam Weiss. And this is from January of 1957, number 31, Milton Love and the Solitaires on the Old Town record label. This is the original version of Walking Along, number 31. In at number 31, January 57 release, High Weiss's Old Town record label. Walking Along is the name of the tune. Of course, the Diamonds I think they had a bigger hit with it nationally, of course, on the Mercury record label. That was the record. I think Dick Clark was playing the Diamonds version of the song. My aunt had the Diamonds version in her collection, so I don't know who played what, but that was the original by the Solitaires, great group out of Harlem, New York. Let's move to number 30 as Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers return. This song coming in at number 30, receiving 413 points on 40 ballots with one number one vote. I think this might have been really the last recording with the Teenagers all together, if I'm not mistaken. We heard from Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers previously at number 202 with Goody Goody. We heard number 119 with Teenage Love, number 60 with Creation of Love, and number 41 with Paper Castles. Here they are again at number 30, their 10th of 12 on George Gollner's G record label. And this is actually a cover tune. This was originally done back in 1934 by Glenn Gray and the Casaloma Orchestra, featuring a vocal of Kenneth Sargent. But let's give a listen to this rendition from March 57 at number 30, Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers on G Records. It's called Out in the Cold Again.
The song that you sang so sweetly, you called it our love refrain. It's gone and I'm left completely out in the cold again. I dreamed that our love would linger, but just memories remain. I gaze at the ringless finger out in the cold again. True, it hurts my pride to step aside for somebody new. But deep down inside, my whole world depends upon you. I wanted your arms around me to shelter me from the rain. And now I'm back where you found me, out in the cold again. Out in the cold again.
That's the great sound of Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers there, coming in at number 30 on the survey, Out in the Cold Again. That's on George Gollner's G record label. That had 413 points on 40 ballots. This next entry, number 29, we go to Queens, New York for this group. This is their 6th song to make the survey. And of course, I'm talking about James Shepard and the Heartbeats, originally signed to B. Caslin's. Well, they weren't signed. First, they recorded for Network Records, but then they signed with Hull Records before the masters then were sold to George Gollner. And with Gollner's national distribution of 1,000 Miles Away, which became a hit for the group, this was the follow-up to that record, released in February of 1957, and this had 419 points on 35 ballots, and it had 3 number one votes. James Shepard and the Heartbeats from February 57 on George Gollner's Rama Records. It's called I Won't Be the Fool Anymore, number 29.
You want me to love you, I don't know why. I used to love down. No, I won't. No, I won't be the fool. Be the fool. No, I won't. No, I won't be the fool. Be the fool anymore. It seems so long ago since the day I found your kisses used to thrill me through and through. You taught me all I know, and you taught me oh so well that I can see exactly what you're trying to do. You want me to want you, want me to care, just so I'll miss you when we're there. No, I won't. No, I won't be the fool. Be the fool. No, I won't. No, I won't be the fool. Be the fool anymore. No, I won't. No, I won't be the fool. Be the fool. No, I won't. No, I won't be the fool. Be the fool anymore.
As James Shepard and the Heartbeats coming in at number 29 on the survey with I Won't Be the Fool Anymore. And they had their other songs to make the survey. They had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other songs. I Want You to Know was number 401. That was on the Rama label. When I Found You, that was on G Records. That was number 230. Number 214 was Wedding Bells. That was a Rama release. And 500 Miles to Go was number 108 on G Records. And After New Year's Eve, which is the flip side of that, that was the last one we heard at number 49. Johnny G here on a Thursday. If you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are finishing up with the 1957 countdown of the Relic survey as voted by collectors, voting for records from the year 1957, all vocal group records here. And we continue here with number 28 as we go out to California, go out to Los Angeles, California, to Eddie and Leo Mesner's Aladdin Records. As we heard, I think we heard the flip side of this at number 396. Was it Melody of Love, I think? Was that the flip side of this one, or their other release, which was called I Found My Love, which was number 300. But this is, I didn't check the flip of this. I will after I play it. But it's number 28 here on the survey from April of 57. The group's first of three, written by Billy Hill. Now, this is a cover tune. This was first done back in 1936 by the Willie Bryant Orchestra, but was recorded by so many groups. And the interesting thing about this is, what do they call it? Is it the resuscitation, the talk part in this? I think that's what is unique about this record, number 28. Let's go to April 57. Number 28 is by the Velvetones. The Velvetones that came in with 416 points, 38 mentions, and 2 number 1 votes for this. And their rendition of the tune, Glory of Love. The Velvetones, number 28.
You got to give a little, take a little, and let your poor heart break a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. Glory of love. You got to.
Yes, you're way up on top now, and you want to be free. Why, you feel that you're too good, much too good for a nobody like me. You're afraid to present me to the friends in your settle.
That's the story.
Well, darling, I guess it's best that we should part.
The glory
But how soon you forget the fine, fine things you've done, and how just a little taste of success has gone straight to your pretty little head. I hold in my hand, dear, 3 letters. 3 letters from the stage of your fine, fine, superfine career. The first began, Eddie, darling, sweetheart, my wonderful one. I will always be grateful for the things that you've done. The second letter came right after I gave you your star. Yes, it came from your pen, dear, but not from your heart. The third, the king, the joke of the deck. You ended your letter and closed, please sign my check. Why, you fool. You poor, sad, worthless, foolish fool. If you think that money can pay for the hard years I have suffered till things broke your way. Yes, I'm answering your last letter that says we must part. I'm tearing it to pieces the way you tore up my heart. I smile when you kiss me and I thrill at your touch. My only sin was I loved you much too much.
When the little lose a little and always have the blues a little. That's the story of, that's the glory of love. Yes, story, glory of love.
Memories of Art LeBeau's Oldies But Goodies albums. That first time I heard that was when my aunt bought volume 1 of the Oldies But Goodies series. Yeah, Art LeBeau would put on some great records there, and that was one, I'm pretty sure. Those are the Velvetones. Velvetones at number 28, number 28 from April 1957, Glory of Love. What is it called? It's not resuscitation. That's waking up a person from the dead. But talking on when you talk on a record, it's called something. And that's what they did. That's one of the first records to do that, I think. But there you go. On the Aladdin record label, that's their debut single, The Velvetones, on Aladdin number 28 from April 57, Glory of Love. Well, we go back to Queens, New York for the Heartbeats. They return. This is their third and final release on George Goldner's Rama label. And this was the follow-up to the one you just heard, I Won't Be the Fool Anymore. And this tune coming in at number 27 with 419 points on 35 ballots and 3 number 1 votes for this song. The Heartbeats with James Shepard on lead from May 57 with Everybody's Somebody's Fool. The Heartbeats at number 27.
Everybody, somebody's fool. Well, used to be get school. As you live, you learn. Though a torch may burn, everybody's somebody's fool. You go through life making fools out of others, pretending you're just giving them love. But remember, sister or brother, you've got to answer to the one up above. It's beautiful to watch love begin, but oh, how sad when it ends. As you go through life, remember this rule: everybody's somebody's fool. Mais chérie, je vous aime beaucoup. I love you so much, my darling. And if by chance someday we should happen to part, it would be, oh my darling, like a thorn through my aching heart. It's beautiful to watch love begin, but oh, how sad when it ends. As you go through life, remember this rule: everybody's somebody's love.
As James Shepard and the Heartbeats there, coming in at number 27 on the survey from May 1957. George Goldner's Rama Records there, Everybody's Somebody's Fool. And I guess James Shepard, his last two records on the Rama label relating to fools there. So he must have had, well, you know, it's very easy. You can come up with great lyrics about fools, definitely. I know many fools, but I ain't no fool. Johnny G here on a Thursday as we continue here. And let's move to entry number 26. This group from Gary, Indiana, they returned to the survey, and we heard them at number RS. Yeah, we heard 1, 2, 3, 4. This is their fifth song to make the survey. We heard them way back at number 394 with I Need Your Kisses, and all on Vivian Carter's VJ record label, by the way. Number 161 with I Lost You. Number 63 with You're Gonna Cry. And I think the flip side of this made it at number 115, a song called I Owe You. But this was the intended A-side, this group, from March of 1957. This, let me see, this is their lone song to chart the pop charts with Al Smith and the orchestra. These are the Spaniels with Pookie Hudson on lead at number 26. And how many points did this record get? It had 448 points, 45 ballots, one number one, and 20% of the I guess of all the ballots came in with this record. I think that's what it's called here. What he calls it on his sheet is it's called percentage of voters. 20%. This is the first record to get 20% of the voters to vote for the song. These are the Spaniels. Pookie Hudson and the Spaniels, March 57 on VJ with Everyone's Laughing, number 26.
Boom, 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 boom. Woo! Boom, woo! Boom, boom, woo! You said you loved me, and I started laughing. You told me that you needed me, but I kept on laughing. You vowed that you wanted me, but I was still laughing at you. I learned to love you, and you started laughing. I told you that I needed you, but you kept on laughing. I vowed that I wanted you, now everyone's laughing at me. Boom, 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 boom. Laugh and the world laughs with you. Cry and you cry alone. I hear the whole world laughing, and I'm sitting here all alone. I How could you be so rude? Well, okay, keep on laughing. They know I'm one big fool. Now everyone is laughing. Next time I will play it cool and they'll not be laughing at me. How could you be so cruel? Well, okay, keep on laughing. They know that I am one big fool. Now everyone is laughing. So next time I'll play it cool and they'll not be laughing at me.
That's the sound of Pookie Hudson and the Spaniels coming in at number 26 on the Relic survey from March 1957. Vivian Carter's VJ record label, Everyone's Laughing, is the name of the tune. I remember my Aunt Mary, she loved that tune. She had it in her collection. I broke the record on her, unfortunately, but a record that she said she remembers hearing on the radio. Johnny G here, counting down on the Relic survey. We move to number 25. Back to Brooklyn we go. This group had 10 releases on Sid Nathan's King record label. And what is this one here? It doesn't say which number this is, but this is from April of 1957. Now, this group, they had previous releases on the survey. I think they did. Two others. At number 179, I'll Always Be in Love with You. And number 112, a song called Fallen Angel. Here is their third record to make the survey. Interesting thing about this is that this was on, compared to all the other records that would be coming up in the next, here we are already at number 25. This had only, this was on 36 ballots, whereas the Spaniels was on they were on 45 ballots, but there were 4 of the ballots that voted this number 1. So that's why this record scored so high. It's these are the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes on Sid Nathan's King record label. Henry Alston, he's the lead singer from April 57, number 25. The song is called Priceless.
Your love is priceless to me. No money can buy the smile that you give to me.
That's Henry Alston. Well, mostly all of them are singing on that one, but you heard that little at the bridge of the song. That was Henry Alston on lead there. Song entitled "Priceless" is done by the Hurricanes from April 1957. I think that might be their last release, if I'm not mistaken, on the on Sid Nathan's King record label. As we continue here, number 24, as we go back to Harlem, New York, as the Cadillacs return, and we heard the flip side of this 45 at number what was the flip side here? The flip side of this was Broken Heart. Yes, Broken Heart at number 93. Well, the flip side here makes it at a number 24 from May of 57, and this one came in with 459 points. It was on 40 ballots, and 10 people, 10 ballots had this as their number one song. Very interesting, though, I have to say. And again, I think this is James Bailey on lead, or J.R. Bailey is on lead here. But this group here, they consisted of J.R. Bailey, Waldo Champion, William Lindsay, and Bobby Spencer. A tune written by the group's manager, Esther Navarro, and also their Jesse Powell. Jesse Powell, their orchestra, leader of their orchestra. This charted number 8 on WILY in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, coming in at number 24 on the Relic survey from May 57. The Cadillacs on the Josie label. It's called My Girlfriend.
I'm asking you, boom, 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 boom. Please be my girlfriend. I've been waiting for a long, long time. For that moment I could call you mine. Oh, little girl, say yes. I tell you, yes, yes. Why don't you be my girlfriend? Please give my heart one little chance, and we can build a sweet romance. I really love you so. I'll be faithful and true. Please let me prove it to you. I love you, man, and I feel this way until eternity. Please be my girlfriend. I want to be your lover, lover boy. Baby doll, please fill my heart with joy. Please say yes. I tell you, yes, yes. Why don't you be my I'll be faithful and true. Please let me prove it to you. I love you madly, and I feel this way until eternity. Please be my girlfriend. I want to be your lover, lover boy. Baby doll, please fill my heart with joy. Please say yes. I tell you, yes, yes. Why don't you be my girlfriend? Ooh, girlfriend. Ooh, girlfriend. Ooh, girlfriend. Ooh, girlfriend.
There you go, the sound of the Cadillacs there, coming in at number 24 on the survey from May 1957, Josie Records. That's their 11th release on the Josie label. My Girlfriend is the name of the tune. That's a song I remember hearing on oldies radio here in New York City. A WCBS FM would play that record quite often, and that's how I found out about that song. Let's continue here on the countdown with number 23. We go to Philadelphia for this next 45. Now, the true release, or first press of this, came out on the Atco label, was issued in December of 1957, so it is correct that this song is on the 1957 countdown. But locally in Philadelphia, this song came out on the Mainline record label, and that was in February of 1958, and it's on Barry Golder and Jocko Henderson's Mainline record label. The flip side of this made it on the survey, a song called As I'm going here on my cheat sheet, totally unprepared for today's show. A song called Don't Say Goodbye, as done by the Superiors, but this is the flip side. It's a killer ballad. It's coming in at with 459 points on 43 ballots, and three ballots had this at number one, and it's a great tune that I first heard on either the Time Capsule show or one of the collector shows. And these are the Superiors from I'm playing the February 58 release, but originally came out in December of 57 on the Atco label. It features Eddie Custis on lead, the Superiors on the mainline label. The song is called Lost Love at number 23.
The sun won't shine like it used to before until you say, darling, that you're mine once more. All of my memories, darling, all of my cares, they are too hard for me to bear. The moon won't glow like it glowed that night when I held you, darling, oh so tight. We two together, you said it would be, then you laughed, you turned and walked out on me. You took advantage of my faithfulness. You knew all I wanted was your happiness. Knowing you tear our dream world apart, you found a new love and broke my heart. The moon won't glow like it glowed that night when I held you, darling, oh so tight. We two together, you said it would be, then you laughed, you turned and walked out on me. Lost love.
Number 23 on the survey, those are the Superiors. Eddie Custis and the Superiors. I featured it on the mainline record label for some reason. Well, the Atco record has been goes for about $20 or $25, I think, but the mainline goes for more money. I guess it's maybe considered rare because it was only sold in the Philadelphia area. But that one there, a great tune coming in at number 23 on the survey. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, I want to make an announcement here. Actually, two announcements here. I want to wish a happy birthday to Bill Obe, he is celebrating a birthday today, April 11th. I have to say happy birthday to Bill Obe. I have a 78 I'm going to play for you at the end of the show. We're going to start getting into 78, folks. 78s. I was going through a lot. I have a whole bunch of them behind me here. Some only, I'm going to focus on those that only came out on a 78, although I'll play some rare ones. I showed you like Aurelia, which I don't have on a 45, but it's a nice mint 78. They should sound good on my turntable. But let's wish a happy birthday to Bill Olb. And also I have an announcement that on Thursday afternoon, you have to mark your calendars. This is the announcement I'm making. On Thursday afternoon, May 9th, 2024, from 1 p.m. till 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will have Bill Olb as my in-studio guest here on the program, and he will present his second special gospel spiritual vocal group harmony show. And the program will feature many rare early 1950s recordings, soul harmony, also gospel records from the 1960s, and small obscure record companies with limited artist releases and seldom heard classic gospel recordings and LP tracks. So you're going to want to mark your calendar. I set it up on YouTube already, so the show is scheduled. So you can click that. You'll get an email when the show start or happens. So usually you'll get an email when the show goes on. That's what the whole thing. One good thing that YouTube does is you can schedule shows in advance. So it'll be again May 9th, 2024 from 1 p.m. It's in this slot, 1 p.m. till 4 p.m. I'll have a special guest host here, Bill Olb, as we do the Gospel Special number 2. It was very successful the first time we did it. People are still tuning in and talking about that show. It'll be number 2 here on May 9th. So stay tuned for that. Let's continue here on the countdown as I lost my place here. Second page, number 22 on the survey, as we go to New Haven, Connecticut now for this group, as the lead singer of this group was in the service at the time, and who took over the lead chores was Bill Baker. Bill Baker took over as this group had 11 releases on the Ember record label. This is their fourth, a tune written by Billy Dawn Smith, and this charted nationally. If you were listening to the radio back in 1957, number 25 on Billboard, number 5 on the R&B chart. Now, the group made we heard from them earlier on the survey. Actually, they played quite a few songs on the survey. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 7th song by the group. It's from May 1957. These are the 5 Satins. The 5 Satins on the Ember label with their tune called To the Isle, number 22.
First a boy and a girl meet each other, then they sit down to talk for a while. In your heart you'll want her for a lover, while each step draws you closer to the eye. You may start with a simple conversation like, darling, please put me on trial. She says yes, and your heart starts beating, while each step draws you closer to the eye. You ask her if she loves you, she answers, I do. Your heart starts glowing inside, and then you will know she is just for you, while each step draws you closer to the eye. Then you put a ring on her finger, then the tears start flowing a while. Then you'll know she's yours forever,
draws you closer, closer to the eye. She says yes, and your heart starts beating, while each step draws you closer, closer to the
Those are the Five Satins. Bill Baker on lead there, filling in for Fred Paris, who was in the service at the time. This record scoring 465 points on 42 ballots, 3 number one selections for this song, and it was on 18% of the ballots, this song by the Five Satins, and May of 1957, tune written by Billy Dawn Smith. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasures show. We go back to the Vivian Carter's VJ record label. This group first recording as the El Rays on the Checker record label. There was a 45 available by them that did not sell recently on eBay, but this group had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the 6th song the group made on the survey. They signed with Vivian Carter's VJ Records in 1955, had 18 releases on the VJ label through 1965. This is their 5th, coming in at number 21. It features Johnny Funches on lead. This song scored 470 points. It was on 40 ballots and no number one, so this was a quantity vote for the people here. The Dells from February 57 with Why Did You Have to Go, number 21, The Dells.
Oh, 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 why do you have to go? The night is still young yet, and darling, I'd like to know if our love is real anymore. Why do you feel this way? The night is still young yet. You know I'm a jerk man. Won't you give me a chance? Whoa, we have had lots of quarrels, and tomorrow would only bring sorrow. That's why I love you so. Believe me, you should know. Why do you have to go? The night is still young yet, and darling, I want to know if our love is real anymore. Why do you feel this way? The night is still young yet, and darling, I'd like to know if our love is real anymore. I'm in love. I'm in love.
those are the Dells coming in at number 21 on the survey from February of 1957, and that's with Johnny Funches on lead. That was their fifth release on the VJ record label. Why Did You Have to Go is the name of the tune. These West Coast Monarch presses play so great. So if you collect records, you collect the VJ label, you want to get those Monarch pressings. Not only do they look nice, they sound a lot better than the what do you want to call it? I don't want to call them the East Coast copies, but the regular copies that were coming out of Chicago or wherever they were coming out. But anyway, there you go. The Dells coming in at number 21 on the survey. Let's go back to Brooklyn, New York. We opened up the countdown today with this group with their second release on the Paul Winley's Winley record label. Well, this is their first release coming in at number 20. This received 482 points, was on 20% of the ballots, 45 ballots voted for this, and one number one vote. This is their debut single on Paul Winley's Winley record label, and I guess we can consider this the group's biggest hit, but unfortunately not on a national scale. But it was number 19 number 20 on the survey, February 1957. Julius McMichael, he's the lead singer. The Paragons at number 20 with their tune called Florence. Go. These are all classic songs from the 1950s, 1957 to be specific there. Those are the Paragons. The Paragons from February 57. Their debut single, Julius McMichael on lead on the Winley record label. Florence is the name of the tune. Let's move to number 19 here. This is a song I first heard on the Gus Gossard show back in the early 1970s, coming in at number 19 on the survey with 497 points on 47 ballots and 2 number 1 votes. And this was on 21% of the ballots, this song. On Hiram Johnson's Johnson label, it's the, I don't know, it's not the, I don't, is this the debut single? It's messed up here on this write-up. Oh, this record became a bigger hit in November of 1960 with the help of Wayne Sterling, but it was originally released in August of 1957, where it wasn't a hit, unfortunately. Although, you have to say, Alan Freed probably played this record. As my copy says, Figure Music. I think the True First Presses do not have any publishing on the label. That is, I think, a True First Press. But this is as close as you can get to an original press on the Johnson label. It features Nate Bouknight on lead from August 1957. These are the Shells. The Shells on Johnson at number 19. It's called Baby, Oh Baby. Thank you, Big Dave Swinger. That's a debut single for the Shells on Hiram Johnson's Johnson record label there, August 1957. I always get confused with Pleading No More. That's where I get confused. But that is a great record, originally released in August of 57. In November 1960, Wayne Sterling, very instrumental with getting that record played on the radio. Also, Don Folletti also helping with releasing that record and making it a hit the second time. And there you go. But that's their debut single, The Shells, Baby Oh Baby, number 19 on the survey with 497 points. Let's go to number 18 on the survey as we go to Philadelphia. This one receiving 507 points on 44 ballots and 5 number 1 votes for this song. As this was, they signed to Al Silver's Herald Records in 1955. They would have 6 releases on the label. You may know their biggest hit was their debut single, a song called When You Dance. But this tune co-written by the lead singer. His name is Al Banks, and I think he has an unmistakable sound. Yes, I do. But this is November 1957, coming in at number 18. Al Banks and the Turbans on the Herald label. It's called Congratulations, number 18.
Congratulations on your new love affair. Congratulations on your new love affair. You have my best wishes and a sincere prayer, and I hope he loves you as much as I do. Congratulations, though it's almost too late. You said you'd be faithful, but you just couldn't wait. And I hope he loves you as much as I do. Our love couldn't last, and I have no regrets, for I cared too much, and you cared much less. But darling, though you're gone, you're still my pet. That's why I'll never forget all of those moments were just faded memories. And I pray to heaven down on my bended knees that he'll be faithful and he'll always be true. Congratulations to you. And all of those moments were just faded memories. And I pray to heaven down on my bended knees that he'll be faithful and he'll always be true. Congratulations to you.
That's the sound of the... I had my mic on there. I didn't say anything bad, did I? That's the sound of the Turbans coming in at number... I lost my place. Number 18 on the survey from November 1957. Al Banks on lead on Al Silver's Herald record label. Congratulations is the name of the tune. A record that I heard on. I used to play that record on the doo-wop shop. Norman Knight also used to play that record. That's how I became known about that song. But again, thank you all for being here at the Vinyl Treasure Show. This is our second show of the afternoon. This is our second show of the week, as Johnny G only had 4 hours sleep, as you can tell. But again, if you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. We do 3 shows here. I do 3 shows here on YouTube, and this is the day show. And we start at 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We're here to about 3:30, but we're going to finish the countdown today. And then I think I might go to early 78s for next week. So we'll see how that plays out. But thank you all for being here. Again, if you like what I'm doing, please give me a thumbs up and click that bell to get notifications if you subscribe to the program. So when I go live, you'll be... And I used to test records in the middle of the night. I used to come on and test 45s on records that I would play, but you'd hear a lot of them at little seconds of the song to play, but I just wanted to thank everybody for being here, and hope you enjoyed the survey that I've been presenting here over the last few months now. But let's continue here, as I was I'm scared to play this next record, as David mentioned in the chat room, a hit alert here, coming in at number 17 as we stay in Philadelphia for this group. The flip side of this made the survey earlier, a song called The Clock, which is actually a great record in my opinion. But this is the hit side here, and I'm always afraid to play these hits when I'm on YouTube because they police me, and they've been good. They were out last night, but they haven't been out today, but I expect them to be out with this. And this is from June of 1957. Now, this song received, if I can say my cheat sheet here, this song received 529 points. It was on 53 of the ballots. That's a lot. And there were one number one, and it was on 23% of the ballots. I guess 53 and 23. That's a lot, really. But so many people know this record, and it is a great record here. It's Lee Andrews and the Hearts. This, if you own this record, and probably many of you have it on the Chess label, they distributed this record nationally, but in Philadelphia it came out on the Mainline label. The true first press is a green Mainline. I'm showing you the very next one, which is the black label. It's not as rare as the green label. Mine is trashed. I got to see if I can find one in the collection I have to look at. But let's go to number 17 here, June of 1957. Lee Andrews and the Hearts on the Mainline label, number 17. It's called Long Lonely Nights. Lee Andrews and the Hearts.
Long, long and lonely night, I cry my eyes out over you, wondering if I did right, and why you left me with a broken heart. Oh, long, long and lonely nights, oh, how I miss you, my dear. Please, please come back to me. How I wish you were here as I go along my lonely way. I visualize your face when I pass through my doorway. What's left for me to face? Oh, long, long and lonely nights. I guess you're never coming home. Long, long and lonely nights ever since you've been gone. As I go along my lonely way, I visualize your face when I pass through my doorway. What's left for me to face? Oh, long, long and lonely nights. I guess you're never coming home. Long, long and lonely nights ever since you've been gone. Please, please come back to me. You've been gone too long.
As number 17 on the survey there, Lee Andrews and the Hearts from June 1957 featured it on the Mainline label. This is actually the second best way to get it, unless you get as Big Dave mentioned, a West Coast Monarch chess copy of it on vinyl. That's Long Lonely Nights, Lee Andrews and the Hearts, and this is from, my copy says 1510 Fairmount Avenue. That's the address in Philadelphia. Actually, it only really made it up to number 45 on Billboard, 33 on Cashbox, was a number 11 record on 11 on the R&B chart, number 5 on WEBR in Buffalo, New York. So there were areas regionally where the record did really, really well. And, of course, nationally, too. Let's continue here at number 16. I don't think this group made the survey earlier. I'm looking, and I'm looking for the harp tones here. And I think this is their first record to make the survey in 1957, and this is on George Goldner's G record label, and this is a Willie Winfield on lead. These are the harp tones from October of 1957, coming in at number 16. The first time they making the survey here on G Records. The harp tones with Cry Like I Cried, the great Willie Winfield on lead, number 16.
Could be broken like mine. Now you know how I feel, how I long for a love that is real. Now you return in time to find that your heart could be broken like mine. Now you ask me to forgive you, and you say you made a mistake. I'd like to, but I know you, and one broken heart is all I can take. So
that's a great sound. Who's calling it this time? If that's my sister, I'm going to yell at her. There you go. The great sound of the harp tones there, October 1957, coming in at number 16 on the survey with 531 points and 40 ballots, was on 40 ballots and one number one selection for that tune. Willie Winfield and the harp tones on George Goldner's G record label, Cry Like I Cried. Let's go to Mount Vernon, New York for entry number 15. Cringing to play this record, not because I don't like it, but because it was a hit. And this group had 9 releases for Al Silver's Herald record label, and this is their debut single. You know, they were first known as the Mellow Tones, but they quickly had to change that name, and of course they became the Mellow Kings. This tune, written by Billy Miles, comes in at number 15 with 586 points. It was on 50 ballots and 3 number 1 votes for this song. And what else do I got to say about this? It's from April 57. It features Bob Scholl on lead. These are the Mellow Kings. The Mellow Kings on the Herald label at number 15 with Tonight, Tonight.
Tonight, tonight, when I'm holding you so near. Tonight, tonight, would I give if I could hear those 3 little words that would thrill the heart of me. Just whisper, shh, I love you, and we'll eternally. Tonight, tonight, more than any time before, this heart of mine seems to need you so much more. The touch of your lips, the thrill of your embrace, keep saying that no one will ever take your place. While looking up above, I wished upon a star and prayed for a blessing from above. Well, if my wish should come true, until our life is through, I'll have you near to have to more than to love. Well, tonight, tonight, may never reach an end. I'll meet you soft till you're in my arms again. With all of my heart, I declare with all my might, I'll love you forever, and I love you tonight. Love you tonight. Tonight, tonight, may never reach an end. I'll meet you soft till you're in my arms again. With all of my heart, I declare with all my might, I'll love you forever as I love you tonight. Love you tonight.
It's here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. Those are the Mellow Kings. It featured the Mellow Tones. Mellow Tones on the promo. I have a whipped stock copy of that as the Mellow Tones, but then you might own it. I'm sure many of you own it as the Mellow Kings. April 57 on Al Silver's Herald Records, Tonight, Tonight. And my Aunt Mary met Bob Scholl, and she was with her girlfriends in a Mount Vernon bar somewhere, and he was there. And she told me, she said, you know, Johnny, I when I used to see him on TV, I knew it was him because he has a space between his front teeth. And so if you check out the photos, she was right. It was unfortunate, though, that he died on the lead singer there, Bob Scholl, on August 27th of 1976. He was struck by a 17-foot pleasure boat while crabbing offshore of the Great South Bay in Babylon, New York. And he was using a snorkel and a mask, and I guess they didn't see him, and fins, and he was looking for crabs, and he suffered multiple head injuries, and he died 3 days later. He was only 37 years old, but remember him here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's continue here. This group on Washington, D.C.? I don't know about that. Maybe some of the members were from Washington, D.C. But I showed you the first press of this record on the Mascot label, but doesn't play as clean as the second press. So that's why I'm playing the second press. This group, I think they formed up somewhere up in Greenland when they were in the service, this group. And it features DeFosco Irvin on lead, and we know him as Big D. Irwin. This was their first release, their debut single. First came came out on the Mascot label. That was B. Cassin's. I showed you that yellow copy that I have there on the yellow label. And Argo would pick it up for national distribution. And Tico Wilshire and the orchestra are backing them up on this, although they're not mentioned on the label. So I don't know why that is the case. And this is from December of 1957. Let's give a listen to the Pastels, number 14 on the survey. This is with 586 points on 52 ballots and 2 number 1 votes for this song. The Pastels come in at number 14 with Been So Long, number 14.
Been so long, since I held you tight. Been so long, since I kissed you goodnight. The blues are mine. Been so long, my hours seem like years. Been so long, I shed precious tears. The blues are mine. I never ever thought I'd fall in love like this. I need your arms and warmth of your sweet kiss. Oh, been so long. I need you oh so bad. Been so long. My heart is sad. The blues are mine.
That's number 14 on the survey there. That is DeFosco Irvin and the Pastels. Featured it on the Argo label. Argo, and that's a styrene that plays pretty nice, I have to say. December 57 release, the Pastels with Been So Long. Figure music on that, so Alan Freed involved with playing that 45. Johnny G here on a Thursday afternoon. Thank you all for being here. If you like what I'm doing, please give me a thumbs up. Also, if you have not yet done so, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. We do this every Thursday afternoon beginning at 1 p.m. We'll be doing other specials here at this time slot, so stay tuned for that. I'll be back on Saturday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time for the 50s and early 60s edition. I play those 45s by year in blocks. You send me requests at vinyltreasures@aol.com. If I have the 45s, I will feature them if they fit the format. There's someone trying to get me to play records that will not fit the format. I will not do that. But it's got to be a record I like and that you like and that I think the audience will like, and I will play those 45s. But let's continue here with the countdown. We go to the Bronx, New York. This is, I think, their third song to make the survey. Their debut single, He's Gone. And I think the flip side of that, The Plea, came in earlier on the survey. What number were they? Yes. at number 124 was The Plea, and the A side of that record came in at number 43, a song called He's Gone. Well, this is another hit record here for them. They had 11 releases on George Colner's N record label between 1957 and 1961, and this is from December of 57, and they performed this on Dick Clark's American Bandstand. These are the Chantels, Arlene Smith and the Chantels at number 13, coming in with 611 points on 52 ballots, 3 number ones on this song. Arlene Smith and the Chantels on End with their tune called Maybe. Arlene Smith and the Chantels coming in at number 14 on the survey. No, I'm sorry, 13 on the survey with their tune called Maybe, December 1957. That's on George Golner's End record label. For you collectors out there, the West Coast Monarch presses are all on the black label, but they don't look good. They just don't look good. Those End records don't look good. It's got the single thick lines, but this is the way you want it, with the two thin lines there. That's the best way to have the record. That's what I say. But anyway, let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, number 12 on the survey. Unfortunately, I don't have, well, maybe it's not unfortunate. I just hope I have it set up right. I'm worried about the weight of the tone arm here. I got it up to 3 grams. I probably should make it a little heavier here. But I had a chance to buy this 45 out of Dave Antrell's collection, but it had a little bit of an edge warp, and I didn't want to spend, at the time, $3,000 on it. I probably should. Jay Monroe also offered me a copy of it for about $3,000, but I didn't have the cash at the time. I was unemployed. It's tough to spend $3,000 on a record when you're unemployed. I wish I would have I wish it would have been a little bit later in my working career. So I settled for a Stone Mint 78. This group formed while attending Inglewood High School in Chicago, and this is on Jimmy and Lillian Davis's Club 51 label. It's with Lefty Bates and his orchestra, and this is their only release to make the survey, March 1957. Coming in at number 12. Interesting thing about this song, about this on the survey, is that it came in with 612 points, and with maybe it was on 52. It was on 52 ballots, but this was on. This was on. I'm losing my place here. Kingsman, only 39 ballots, but there were 7 number ones. So 7 hardcore collectors voted this their number one song, and it is a great record. March 57, the Kingsmen on Club 51. It's called Don't Say You're Sorry. Keep your fingers crossed that this plays okay.
I woke up this morning, found a letter in my bed, and as I read the letter, this is what it said. Bye bye, my darling, I thought you could love me. You played with my heart and taught me misery. Don't say you're sorry, 'cause you don't really love me. Really love me. I tried to love you, but you threw love away. I tried to hold you and couldn't make you stay. Don't say you're sorry, 'cause you don't really love me. The letter that you left me, you forgot to sign, so I'll just take it for granted that you're still mine. If someday, darling, you're feeling all alone and want just my love, you know I'll be your own. Don't say you're sorry. Just say you really love me.
Oh, what a killer record that is. Sounded so good on a 78, too, as Johnny G's got the 78 itch now. There you go, coming in at number 12 on the survey. Those are the Kingsmen. The Kingsmen from March 1957, Club 51 Records out of Chicago, Illinois. Don't Say You're Sorry. And many of you in the chat room have requested that. I know that it was Gordy Freeman, Joe Shakatana. You requested that song here, and I haven't played it because I had to, I'm telling you, it was way back in my closet, down in my old bedroom where I have all the 45s. And I'm like, where is this record? So I pulled out all these 78s here behind me. So I'm like, wow. And I bought them from Spence Wooten, and I said, Spence, tell me which ones are only on 78 only. Those are the ones that I'd be interested in. And I got the 5 Bills, I got the 4 Deeps. There's a whole bunch of them there that I should feature here on the afternoon show. Nice records that I just never played here on the program before. So stay tuned for that. As we continue here with the countdown, let's move to entry number 11. Number 11. 11 on the survey as we go back to Philadelphia as Lee Andrews and the Hearts return, their second of two on Leonard Chess's Chess record label after they released Long Lonely Nights. They followed it up with this tune from November of 1957, and this scored 649 points, was on 58 ballots, one number one vote for this. Lee Andrews and the Hearts, November 57, coming in at number 11. It's called Teardrops.
I sit in my room looking out at the rain. My tears are like crystals, they cover my window pane. I'm thinking of our lost romance and how it should have been. Oh, if we only could start over again. I know you never forgive me, dear, for running out on you. I was wrong to take a chance with somebody new. I sit in my room looking out at the rain. My tears are like crystals, they cover my window pane. I know you'll never forgive me, dear, for running out on you. Oh, I long to do the things we used to do. I'm lonely and I'm blue, yet I'll try to get along without you. Start over
As Johnny G is, making sure I don't have this. Let me put the needle back on here. I got to check. I'm checking the weight of this. This. All right, that's good. It was a little heavier than that, but that's fine. Okay, we're good. We're good here as Johnny G gets caught here. But that's why I don't like to play 178. I just don't like it. But unfortunately, that's the way it goes. Because I wish I had it on a 45. But anyway, there you go. That's Lee Andrews and the Hearts. That's their second release. Whoops, let me shut that off. That's their second release on the Chess record label, coming in at number 11, November 57. Teardrops is the name of the tune on the Chess record label. Let's move to number 10. We are in the top 10 here as voted by collectors back in 1997 as we go to Harlem, New York. This was the last release for Richard Barrett and the Valentines, a song I first heard on the Gus Gossard Show, tune written by Richard Barrett, but he is not on lead. It features Carl Hogan on lead. This is from April of 57. Now this scored the Valentines 662 points. It was on 65 ballots and 3 number 1 selections for this. The Valentines on the Rama label coming in at number 10 with Don't Say Goodnight. The Valentines.
Don't say goodnight. Please don't close the door. Just hold my hand for a minute or more. Goodnight. Just hold my hand. I'm at your command. Don't say goodnight. Don't say goodnight.
That's the great sound of the Valentines coming in at number 10 on the survey, April 1957. That was their last release on George Goldner's Rama record label. Don't Say Goodnight is the name of the tune. As the copyright police, they are out in full force here. You know, last night, Amy, who was in our chat room there, I don't know if I could say this, maybe they're not going to be happy with this, but there is a little heart on the side there at the bottom. If you tap that, they said that distracts the copyright police. I don't know if that's true, but she says if enough people do it, that it distracts them. I don't know if that works, but she had something like she was reprimanded for that or something. They shut her down or something for saying that. But I'm saying it on the air here, so let's see if that goes through their filter there and they shut me down here. Let's move to number 9 on the survey. This group out of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, they had the most songs to make the survey, I think. The Dell Vikings, they had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is their 12th song to make the survey. We heard at 5:14, You Say You Love Me. 5:30, Cool Shake. 3:82, I'm Spinning. That was 3:62. 3:32, Jitterbug Mary. 3:31, Don't Be a Fool. 3:24, What Made Maggie Run. 2:88, Hey Senorita on Luniverse. Somewhere Over the Rainbow, that's on Luniverse. That was number 288. Number 249, Somewhere Over the Rainbow. That was, well, I said that. Number 226 with Come Along With Me on Mercury. I missed one up at the top. Number 159 with I'm Spinning. And number 76 with When I Come Home. Well, they make another one here on the survey. This first came out on the Phoebe record label, but I'm featuring it on the Dot record label. And their biggest hit, of course, was Come Go With Me. That didn't make the survey because that was 1956. But this is May 1957. This was their group's second biggest hit. It features Crip Johnson on lead, and this scored, let's see, the Del Vikings scored 709 points, was on 60 ballots, and scored 6 number one votes. 6 number one votes. These are the Del Vikings at number 9 with Whispering Bells. These classic songs, they sound so good. I don't often play these records on the program. Once in a while, because I have really experienced collectors that send me the requests. So we all know these songs, but it sounds good to hear these records here played on original vinyl, and it brings back so many great memories. It does. It does for me, because my aunt had that 45. That's Crip Johnson and the Del Vikings coming in at number 9 on the survey. From May 1957, I featured it on the Dot record label, originally released on Phoebe Records. Whispering Bells is the name of the tune. Let's go to number 8 as the Channels make the survey. This is on George Gollner's Gone record label. This was their first release on the Gone label. After they left Bobby Robinson's Whirling Disc Records, they signed with George Gollner's Gone label for 2 releases before they for 2 releases. This was their first, and another favorite tune of my Aunt Mary. This song dates back to 1931, recorded by so many artists through the years. but this is a great rendition as done by Earl Lewis and the Channels at number 8 from August 57. And let's see, how many points did we get with this 45 by the Channels? 712 points. It was on 58 ballots and 4 number ones for this song. Earl Lewis and the Channels coming in at number 8 on the survey. On Gone Records, it's called That's My Desire, number 8. That's the great Earl Lewis and the Channels, their first of 2. George Goldner's Gone record label from August 57 coming in at number 8 with a song called That's My Desire. Let's move to number 7 on the survey, as this was my number 1 selection, as there was a total of seven ballots that voted this number 1 and 3 ballots voted this number 2, totaling 731 points. 7 ballots, very similar to the Kingsman 45 on Club 51. But this group out of Glen Cove, Long Island. This is their second overall release. First, they recorded for the Herald label back in 1956. This was their second overall release from September of 1957 on Mary Halanka's Acme record label. The lead singer on this is Henry Williamson. He's the lead singer. This is from September 57, number 7, my number 1 vote. The Sunbeams on the Acme label. It's called Please Say You'll Be Mine, number 7.
Darling, you know
Sorry for the static there, but beggars cannot be choosy. When I purchased that record so many years ago from record dealer Ken Thompson. I haven't talked to Ken Thompson in a long, long time, from Southern Jersey. My understanding is that he's not doing well health-wise. But I was at one of the record conventions. I used to hang out with a bunch of the New Jersey guys. We used to have record get-togethers at people's houses. And Ken, I forget, I think it was at John Clemente's when he was in Belmont, he was living in Belmont, New Jersey at the time. And Ken brought boxes of records over. I think he sold me this. I think it was either 300 or 600 on this record. Still a steal for this record, the rarity that it is. But there you go, coming in at number 7. That was my number 1 pick. September 57, The Sunbeams. Henry Williamson on lead. It's on the Acme label. Please Say You'll Be Mine. Let's move to number 6 on the survey. Again, this is an example of heavy collectors voting on a record, because this record scored this record scored 831 points. It was on 50 ballots and 12 number 1 ballots for this one, and there were 5. No, I can't read my 5s and 8s. There were 8 that voted this number 3. So there you go. Another big record here, and a big expensive 45, no less, for your host, Johnny G, as this group first recording as the 5 Tinos on the Sun record label. But they all met while attending Fisk University, and they recorded for Sam Phillips' Sun label as the 5 Tinos. This was their very next release on the Nashville-based Hypo label. And this is a cover. This was first done by a group called the Rivelaires on the Burgundy label, which I have in the box. It was a record I picked up not too long ago from the collection I looked at. And this is from 1957, number 6 on the survey. The Esquires on Hypo with Only the Angels Know, number 6.
Who put the dew on the roses? Who told the rose how to grow? I asked the wise men and they replied, well, only the angels know. Who told my lips they could kiss you? Who told my eyes they could glow? Who told my heart it could love you so? Well, only the angels know.
Yes, darling, love is just like a mystery. You know, it's just like the wind, yes, the wind and the snow. But, darling, whenever you're near to me, you know, then the miracles seem to flow. Who told the mountains to tremble when there's an earthquake below?
Who told my heart it could love you so?
Well,
only the angels know. Love is like a mystery, just like the wind and the snow. But darling, when you are close to me. You know the miracles seem to flow.
Who told the mountains to tremble when there's an earthquake below?
Who told my heart it could love you so?
Well,
Only the angels know.
There you go. That's truly a collector's item coming in at number 6 on the survey. Those are the Esquires. The Esquires on the Hypo label. Only the Angels Know is the name of the tune. Let's move to entry number 5. The interesting thing is we haven't heard from the harp tones within the whole survey, but they make 2 records in the top 16, which shows you how much of a great group that they are. So the harp tones return at number 5 here on the survey. As George Gollner's Rama record label, 968 points on 72 ballots, received 9 number 1 votes and 9 number 2 votes. And this is their third release on the Rama, their third release on the Rama label, and so many versions of this tune dates back to 1940, but this release from February 1957, George Gollner's Rama label number 5, Willie Winfield and the Harp Tones with their rendition of the tune, The Shrine of Saint Cecilia, number 5.
Our home is of shambles, all I treasured is gone. The town seemed deserted, everyone so forlorn. A star came from up above, but somehow it missed the shrine of Saint Cecilia. The bell in the chapel doesn't ring anymore. The clock in the steeple don't tell time as before. But up on the hillside there's a place, heaven bless, the shrine of Saint Cecilia. Each day at evening time, as I see heaven from my daily care, you'll find me by her side. It seems so peaceful there. I kneel in my solitude and silently pray that heaven will protect you, dear, and there'll come a day the storm will be over and we'll all meet again at the shrine of Saint Cecilia. I kneel in my solitude and silently pray that heaven will protect you, dear, and there'll come a day the storm will be over and we'll all meet again at the shrine of Saint Cecilia.
Coming in at entry number 5 on the survey from February of 57, that's Willie Winfield and the Harp Tones on George Gollner's Rama Records, The Shrine of Saint Cecilia. Let's move to entry number 4. This is the second of 6 on George Gollner's Gone record label for this group. It's a classic. It would be the group's biggest hit. And this was a 45 that my Aunt Mary purchased in the summer of 1957. There's also a clip of the group lip-syncing on Dick Clark's American Bandstand, the tune written by the lead singer Richard Blandon, number 23 on Billboard and Cashbox, number 2 on WNRI in Woonsocket, Rhode Island, and also number 2 on WABR in Orlando, Florida, and WCOP, if you were listening, in Boston, Massachusetts. Coming in with 1,010 points. 1,010 points on 69 ballots, 9 number 1 votes, 4 number 2 votes. 30% of the ballots voted for this group. The Dubs from August 57, Richard Blandon and the Dubs, number 4. It's called Could This Be Magic?
Could this be magic, my dear? My heart's all aglow. Could this be magic? Loving you so. Could this be magic, my dear? Having your love.
Richard Blandon and the Dubs coming in at number 4 on the survey. Could This Be Magic is the name of the tune. Truly a great record there on George Gollner's Gone record label. He knew so much about the music business. He knew what records would be great. He had the ear for it. And for you collectors out there, check your copy on that. If yours says Real Gone Publishing, you have the true first press before Dick Clark got into the mix to promote the record, because then after that it changed to Skylark Music, I think it changed to, on that only on that side, of course. So Gollner relinquished his publishing rights to Dick Clark in order to get the record played on American Bandstand, and most of the time that meant a success for your record. Not always, because he had the most viewers, teenage viewers, to that show, so that's the way to do it. But anyway, we are down to the top 3 songs to make the survey, and boy, did they score a lot of points. Let's go to entry number 3. for this group. This record has made countless compilations, I'd have to say. This great group from Harlem, New York. They were discovered by Les Cooper, who co-wrote both sides of the group's debut single. The flip side of this made the survey also, a song called Zoop. But this is the intended A-side, their debut single, their first of 6 on the Everlast record label. It came in with 89 points, 10 number 1 votes, 5 number 2 votes. Joe Greer on lead. This is from May 57. We go to Danny Robinson's Everlast record label. The charts on Everlast, number 3. It's called Desiree. Classics here on the Vinyl Treasure Show as we wind down on the survey. The debut single for the charts, Joe Greer in the charts from May 57, coming in at number 3 on Everlast Records, Desiree. Desiree is the name of the tune. We got down to number 2, the last 2 records on the survey. Let's move to number 2. This group from Harlem, New York returns with their debut single, although they were first known as the Marvels on ABC Paramount, but under their name the Dubs. This was their debut single, came out on the Johnson record label. Hiram Johnson would work out a deal with George Gollner to release it on his Gone label. He had better distribution, he can press up the records, but this is the first press I'm featuring on Johnson Records. The sound quality is not as good, but it's a longer version than the Gone release. This received 1,473 points, was on 113 ballots, 13 number 1 votes, and 12 number 2 votes. That's a lot. Richard Blandon and the Dubs, they return at number 2 from March 57, their debut single on Johnson. It's called Don't Ask Me to Be Lonely, number 2.
Ask me for the world, it doesn't seem much. Ask me for the moon, dear, and I'll reach out to touch anything for you, dear, only. But please don't ask me to be lonely. Ask me for the stars, dear, and I'll fulfill your demand. Ask me for the diamonds, I'll put them on your hand. Anything for you, dear, only. But please don't ask me to be lonely. This world, this whole wide world, looking for a girl such as you. I gave up my sex when I looked into. I doobie doobie doobie. Ask me for the stars, dear, and I'll fulfill your demand. Ask me for the diamonds, I'll put them on your hand. Anything for you, dear, only. But please don't ask me to be lonely. Don't ask me to be lonely.
There you go with that added ending on the Johnson release there. That is Richard Blandon and the Dubs from March 1957, coming in at number 2 on the survey with their tune called Don't Ask Me to Be Lonely. Johnny G losing his voice with the pollen that's out there, although the window's closed here. But we've come up to number 1. I want to say thank you all for those of you that have tuned in to listening to these records every week on Thursday afternoon. It's a lot of fun to present these records. Lots of records that I haven't played on the program. Some of these I have played before, but not often, and I don't play this many. I don't want to say they were big hits, but they're well known. In certain compilations, I'm sure many of the people know these records. And you're right, I think as Steven in Arizona mentioned it, they're often voted for and on lists like the Top 500 that CBS FM used to do, for instance. And also in other parts of the United... I have other top 100 songs as voted by listeners, and lots of these records all get included because they're such classics, really, they are. So I'm glad that I can present them all in their original format. Some sound better than others. David, I had a scratch on that Hypo record, but find me a copy, and I'll pay you a lot of money for it if you find me a copy, but it's got to be better than the one I have, because that is a hard record to find, if you can even find it. But thank you all for being here. I want to play a record, special birthday record for Bill Old. It's on a 78, but we'll do it after the number 1 record here. And this number 1 record, this group from Brooklyn, New York, this is their signature song, I'd have to say. And this received 1,597 points. It was on 116 ballots. and 11 voted this their number one song, and 11 voted it their number two song. That's pretty good, you'd have to say. And it wasn't really a big national hit for the group, but probably their best-known song. It made the national charts at number 53, and really, well, I guess we'll say well-known here in the New York area and on the East Coast. The tune written by Donald Haywood. He was the second tenor of the group, and also gives, they normally do it. It was a habit to put the owner of the label's name as part of the writer credit, Jerry Winston. This is on his Onyx record label, and this is from June of 1957. Jerome Ramos on lead, a number one song here by the Velours. The Velours on the Onyx label, and it's called Can I Come Over Tonight? That is the number one song on the 1957 Relic survey. So we'll give a listen to this song here, then we'll come back with a special record. We're going to send it out especially to Bill Obe on his birthday. But here we go with the Velours, the number one record on the 1957 Relic survey. The Velours on Onyx with Can I Come Over Tonight, number one.
Can I come over tonight? Darling, let me come over tonight. Please don't say it's too late, oh darling, I can't wait to see you again. Kiss you tonight, darling, let me kiss you tonight. Am I asking too much, oh darling? Yes, your touch drives me insane. Oh yeah. Tonight, darling, let me come over tonight. Like your loving, my heart, and pray we never part. For I love you so.
There you go. That is the number one song from 1957. Those are the Velours. The Velours on the Onyx record label with Can I Come Over Tonight? Well, that concludes the 1957 Relic survey. And send Johnny G an email if you enjoyed these records that I've played. Also, I have a lot of ideas for this day spot at 1 p.m. Who is calling me here? No, I can't answer you, Edmund. Don't call me. He is calling me on the phone. I'm not done yet. But anyway, so thank you all for being part of this being part of the show here, and again for all your support, and thank you for all that. It's very good, and also for greeting my mother. She is so, it makes her day for all that. But I want to send out a special happy birthday to Bill Olb, who'll be here on May 9th, 2024. So no, stop that. No, decline. I'm not done. What is going on? So, Bill Olb will be here with Gospel Show number 2, and that's going to be a great show because he's got a lot of great records from the 1950s, so you're going to want to tune into that, and some surprises too. But we want to wish you, Bill Olb, a very happy birthday today. It's your birthday, and I want to play this record by the Sugartones on a 78 for you. It's on the Onyx label, not the Jerry Winston Onyx label. This is a different Onyx. This record is, 1951 or 52? I played one not too long ago for Gordy by the Enchanters on Jubilee. But these are the Sugartones. Was she in this group too? I'm trying to think here. I didn't research any of these records here. But anyway, this is for Bill Olb on his birthday. The Sugartones with Today Is Your Birthday for Bill Olb.
Today is your birthday. I wish you happiness. Today is your birthday. I hope it brings the best. This birthday song belongs to you, and with a heart that's true, I hope this song will bring you joy and make your dreams come true. So here's to your birthday. May you have many more, with all the blessings heaven has in store. Be happy on your birthday, and I'll be happy too. Here's many happy birthdays to you.
Today is your birthday, and I wish you happiness. Today is your birthday, and I hope it brings the best.
Be happy on your birthday, and I'll be happy too. Here's many happy birthdays to you.
There you go, bye. That's going out to Bill Olb on his birthday. Happy birthday, Bill Olb. We'll see you here on May 9th, 2024 at 1 p.m. for the Gospel Show number 2. I'm going to play one more 78. Those of you, we'll send it out to Mark in the UK, and it's a flexi disc, okay? I bought it from John Tefteller, and what did he have? He had $50 on this minimum bid when I bought the record. $50 on a flexi disc. You can't get this. Sounds so much better. If you hear my 45, so much better than the 45, the 78. The group is called The Charmers. What is this, 1953, 54? It's on Timely Records. The song is called, and we're going to close out with this song, okay, folks? The song is called I Was Wrong.
If you